Dan Hunt, thanks so much for being with us. We appreciate having you.
Yeah, great to see you and great to be here.
Big news, Dallas gets the International Broadcast Center for World Cup in 2026 in downtown Dallas, Kay Bailey Hutchison Convention Center. Okay, so what exactly does that mean?
Really, it's the storytelling of the entire World Cup. This is the centralized broadcast center. In the 2022 World Cup in Qatar, there were 187 countries that broadcast live from that studio there in Doha. And so we have what will be the broadcast center for the 2026 World Cup. And I expect it to be more than 187 countries, and they're saying as many as 5,000 media people will be working at the center and broadcasting daily.
It's financially, it's a boon. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, you have 5,000 people staying here. This is truly the kickoff to the World Cup, though. You have so many people that will show up in January or February to start setting up for broadcast, because this is the storytelling that goes back to the countries for each match. And there are 104 matches. The low estimates I've seen are $200 million of economic impact for the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and I've heard as high as $400 million. But you can imagine, this is tens of thousands of hotel nights.
And again, this is the second time Dallas has hosted this. That's got some family meaning for the Hunts.
It's a big one. Back in 1994, we had the International Broadcast Center here in Dallas. It was at Fair Park, and it was something my father, Lamar, was so proud of. It was such a win for the community. I didn't really understand it at the time, but as sort of the evolution has gone on, and I've gotten to see these broadcast centers, and now these latest generations, these are like pop-up cities, bringing thousands and thousands of workers.
Obviously there was some disappointment when it came to the final, but again, North Texas getting 9 games. And, I want to talk about North Texas getting the 9 games. It's not just the city of Dallas. AT&T Stadium is in Arlington. There'll be practices at your facility.
Yes, this whole tournament will be spread out throughout the Metroplex. We got 9 games, which is like 9 Super Bowls. We have the International Broadcast Center, which is 5,000 media personalities broadcasting globally, and then we have these base camps that are setting up. Hopefully in Frisco at Toyota Stadium, we'll wind up with the base camp of a visiting national team. There are multiple ones in Dallas, even potentially ones in Mansfield, maybe Fort Worth, and so it's spread out, but also hotel rooms all across North Texas. We're in a really unique spot in Dallas because Houston has 6 matches, Dallas has 9, Kansas City has 6. So somebody can make a regional play to see a lot of World Cup soccer by staying in North Texas.
New York Times reporting today that FIFA is considering expanding the 2030 World's Men Cup to 64 teams. Now, 2026 is already expanded to 48. What's your thinking on 64?
Yeah, look, 48 with 104 matches is unbelievable. The drama that exists around that. But that is a really heavy lift. You're talking about 16 venues in North America. You have, Canada, United States, Mexico, 11 of those in the United States. But these are NFL stadiums. To go to 64 teams, I think, would be incredibly difficult. I think we need to see how 48 works first. You'll have first-time qualifiers that have never actually qualified for a World Cup. And you'll have teams that may not have been in the tournament for 30 years. And I think this is great for the game. It's growing the game. But 64 is a gigantic leap because you truly will have a disparity between the top teams and the teams that are down near the bottom of that.
Got to ask, we haven't seen you since the Super Bowl. Thoughts on next season?
Yeah, look, it was difficult. I am so proud of what my brother has achieved. Clark has done a fantastic job at the Chiefs. This is truly a dynasty. And Andy Reid, Brett Veach, Mark Donovan, that leadership team is first class. And look, I think with the salary cap going up, $20+ million, it's allowed a lot of teams to keep their franchises intact. I think the free agent market isn't nearly as big as people expected. So I'm really optimistic the Chiefs will be back. So exciting times in Kansas City, and I'm just thankful I get to be part of it.
Dan Hunt, thanks for being with us.
Yeah, thank you.